Welcome to the third story, and the third story about the nature, the behavior of a narcissist is within parent and child relationship. This is beyond painful, and if you live through it or you know someone lives through it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's when a parent is the narcissist. Yes, the parent that's meant to show vulnerability, be a living example of how to apologize, be the true human being, is the one with the inflated ego that a country like United States is too small for their ego, or even China or Russia would be too small. They would need some more continents to let their ego dwell, their inflated ego that comes from an underestimated, true, awesome human being. So what happens is when a child is young and the narcissist parent truly, deeply, sadly, profoundly manipulates their child, it works. Many children fall for it, and their self-esteem and everything in them is crushed, or they become a narcissist too. Yet some children rebel, and anywhere in the age of 20s and 30s, the child wakes up after going to therapy, and the child says, that's it. That's it. I won't be disrespectful to my parent, but there's no way my parent will dictate of what I will talk to my spouse about and make arrangements for me and my spouse what we should do. We're adults and we will do what we need to do. We're no more 3 years old or 2.5, and we can make decisions on our own. The moment an adult child from a narcissist parent tells them, you know what, we love you, we appreciate everything you did, but we thought about it, and from now, we're going to ask you not to book our vacation trips for us and do this and do that. Obviously, they're not wrong. You have, oh my gosh, you put in a big, big needle or a small needle into this inflated personality, and not only will they get upset for a day or two, most narcissists will actually disown you. You are the worst child I've ever seen on planet Earth. I do so much for you that no other parent does. Financially, I pay for your trips, I organize them, I do everything. Instead of saying thank you and kissing my toes and telling me on a daily basis how I am the greatest parent, serving me coffee, giving me meals and showing great gratitude, which you haven't done in the last 5 years, and I didn't say anything about it. Now you have a nerve. Isn't it cute how they turn everything around? Now you have a nerve. Now, if you don't apologize for your behavior, which I hope you won't apologize because you happen to be right, for not letting them dictate your personal life. And I just gave a very external example of planning a vacation. There's other stories of way more personal stuff. It's actually disgusting where a parent asks when you were intimate, for how long you were intimate, and it's all in the name because they love you and they have to know. We're talking about despicable behaviors. And even from Orthodox, if it's Orthodox Christians or Jews, doesn't matter who it is and from what faith, but you see this illness all over. And now you know why I love and I have compassion for the narcissist. Their illness is willing to lose a child. The next thing they do is, besides not being with a child, they don't know their own child's children. They don't know their own grandchildren. They have disowned. For you to live in a city, sometimes blocks away, where you have your children and grandchildren. And I've known within one family that the grandparent would pass by the grandchild, not even know it's the grandchild. For illness, not because the child did anything wrong. The child did something right 20 years late. The child did something right 20 years late, which is have their boundaries and have people to respect them. Not to have to tell your parent or in-laws of when you were intimate with your spouse and what you did on vacation, and how dare you not respond to the phone call 15 times a day or 3 times a day when you were on vacation. I'm your parent. Slavery in America ended a long time ago. That's not what parents are for. Parents respect and want to see their child have a good time, and not have 7.5 fingers down their throat and the rest of their fingers down their ears and stifling them emotionally, mentally, physically. And I've seen even marriages fall apart because one child actually was able to identify with the narcissist parents, heaven forbid, in the name of love. So why do I love and I have compassion? Because that parent will not look for help. Plus they will disown their own child and grandchildren. Plus families deeply fall apart. And then you have smart Alex that are simply ignorant from the community that would go and say, you know, your mother came or your father came crying to me, how you don't talk to them anymore, and they gave you so much. And I know your parents, they're such nice people. They give so much charity to this organization. They always volunteer. They're loved upon the whole entire community. And it's really not nice that you become 20, 30 years old and you become an arrogant child, and now that you don't need your parents, you just dump them. So not only do you go through the pain of not having a parent and getting rejected, you have now people in the community that, I know, judge, mental, have no clue what's going on. And something I haven't mentioned in any of the clips yet, but I'll mention it in the next clip because it's going too long. I'll mention the next clip. See you. Thanks for listening.